Hey, and that's on period. I looked up after doing my little shuffle and my meditation, and it's actually 4:44 in California right now. So what it do? What it do? Hey, 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 family! It's your girl Barbie Drees, and I'm back with another one. What's going on? What's going on? I hope the service is cool over here. Like I couldn't go park at my usual spot, and like the where I'm at right now, I just know this to not really be a good like service area. I only got like 2 bars. So hopefully y'all can hear me. Hopefully it's not cutting out and shit like that. I ran the video back, the live from yesterday back, and it was kind of some disruptions, but um still some good messages. Still some good messages. What's up to y'all? What's up to y'all? It's your fairy god sister. A. The voice is coming back a little bit better. You know what I mean? I've been drinking my turmeric and ginger, lemon, honey. You feel me? Um, and I've been sounding a little more like myself. I haven't really been feeling like myself though, y'all. I don't know. I'm like, am I coming down with the flu or what? These last couple of days, I've been down. Like, today, I think yesterday, I meditated, but I kept falling asleep. So I was like in meditation for like 3 hours. But today, I was just tired. Like, I dropped my baby off at daycare, and like, I just came and laid the fuck down. Like, and I was just like man down for a few hours until my bestie called me because I had some tea to spill. So of course that woke me up, and she had some tea to spill. It was tea time, bitch. It was just tea. You feel me? It was a tea party. Shout out to my boo. But so we gonna get into these messages though. Uh, I really wanted to read at home because I wanted to do like an in-depth reading with more decks. And while I was like debating that, I heard Wade in the Water. So for most of you who know, Wade in the Water is like a Negro spiritual. Uh, it was dominantly used like for the Underground Railroad. Like it's like it was like one of those songs that had coding in it to help others cross over, you know. But that just told me to come bring it to the water. And I was just thinking, I'm like, why would that song be in my head? Like, why am I thinking about Negro spirituals? Like, so I looked up the lyrics and then like the origin of it. And of course, just on the topic of being led to freedom. You know what I mean? And that's what we were talking about yesterday. I feel like that has been on a lot of my messages lately. How to reach heaven on earth, you know, but how to be free, how to unlock the chains in your life. You know what I mean? And I'm hearing subconscious, so it's just like I feel like the biggest thing that is chaining most of us is our own mind. You know what I mean? And there are systems put in place to keep our minds in these chains. You know what I mean? So give yourself grace. It's not like you're just intentionally doing it to yourself, right? It's just, depending on your cultural background, how you were raised, you know what I mean, things that you were exposed to as a child. There were a lot of systems put in place, even in media, that could potentially have held you back or uplifted you. You know what I mean? It depends. But we're on the topic of what has chained us, and I was guided to use my Akashic Records Oracle deck and no tarot. So this is about to be just like plain messages. Hey Emma, hey baby. And I want to go over these downloads first because like I said, like it started off a Wade in the Water, and I was just like, why am I singing that? I haven't sung that since elementary school when they used to make us sing that. You know what I mean? Like, but let's see. This is my handy dandy notebook. And we got a few downloads. And I feel like they got random. So, these aren't all for me, and I'm tethering different energies. So rock with me, roll with me. But we about to get started, y'all. And shout out to everybody that's viewing. Thank you guys for showing some support to the channel. And here we go though. So of course we started with Wade in the Water. And I got the question, what chains are keeping you constrained? So that's something that we're going to work through right now. And just like, I guess it's going to come out, the energies are going to come out in the cards. But, just identifying where we are holding ourselves back. You know what I mean? What insecurities we might be holding, what false beliefs we might be keeping that might be generational. You know what I mean? Like, what is it? Is it a relationship? You know what I mean? Like, confirmation, it could be a fucking relationship. And I was a small train this time. So also got the Last Supper, so that can and okay, so let me just get through them. The Last Supper, and I got the vast majority lies. And then I got another on autopilot. So it's like the vast majority lies. Like a lot of motherfuckers lie, but a lot of people are just on autopilot right now. You know what I mean? And I just feel like that's the matrix in general. Just like get up. It's just like these schedules that we're held to. These schedules and these bills. Schedules, bills. Schedules, bills. And it's like all this shit is confirmation. It's like all this shit is taking us away from ourselves. You know, like I had to like quit my job, kind of go into entrepreneurship, rely on the divine. Whew, and it's been a journey, you know what I mean? But the happiest that I have been has been in being in my free flow, where I can get up and do things for myself, you know what I mean? And because as soon as I get into another job, it's just like DMV lines. I need this certificate. I need to get fingerprinted. It's just like all these fucking lines that we have to get in. All these fees that we have to fucking pay. It's like we have to pay to live. And it's like life should be free. You know what I mean? Like, that's a bar. Life really should be free. Like, why am I paying for water? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. We gotta pay to go sit in a national park. That's crazy. God put this shit here. I gotta pay to go sit in here. You know? Hi Judy. Hi Judy. Hey babes. Yeah, but it's just like we gotta pay for just simple pleasures. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, the vast majority lies on autopilot. I got gone are the days, and the days are gone. I also got too grown to mingle. So this is somebody in the love department. Like somebody's wanting something more serious. And I got like the bar, I think it was I got too hot to hold, too much to handle. I don't know if that was Diddy, if that was Mace, or if that was Lil Kim. Somebody in Bad Boy, but or was it Biggie? I don't know. Somebody let me know. But I got too hot to hold, too much to handle, but too grown to mingle. You know what I mean? So somebody's just like tired of this dating phase. Somebody's tired of internet dating. Somebody's tired of the small talk. Somebody's tired of the fucking small talk. For real. Somebody's tired of going to bars. Somebody's tired of turning up. Like somebody wants to be at home. Somebody, if it's a divine feminine, it's like you're kind of feeding to be more domesticated. You want to be in the house. You know what I mean? Like you probably hood right. If you anything like me, you hood right in a good way. You know what I mean? You had your fun, but it's like now it's time to like you want more, you know? I really thought it was you. So I got that in two ways, like in a relationship sense, like just you realizing that the person that you're with, you thought that was your person and it's not, you know? But I also got it in the sense of like somebody blaming somebody for some shit that they didn't do. Like, oh, like something came up missing. It's like, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, I really thought it was you type shit. So I got that. And thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. How to deal with social anxiety and thinking everybody's staring at you. Oh my gosh. I had that same issue. But you know what I started to do? Looking up. I looked down a lot. So I always felt the energy of people staring at me. I started to look up and start making eye contact with people. And it's like, nobody looking at me. You'll if you look up and see nobody's looking at you. You know what I mean? Also, my social anxiety. Some of my friends helped me combat that. I have friends. I'm grateful to have a best friend that like our inner children match each other. So I just got okay with being my goofy self in front of people. And I still kind of battle with like feeling like I'm annoying to people, but then I also gain that like I don't give a fuck. Like if me trying to make you laugh, if me giggling right now, if me being in a childlike energy is bothering you, then that's a personal issue. Because what's wrong with you? You know, like why is my joy bothering you? You know, like why is my intellect bothering you? Like, why do we have to have surface level conversations? I want to talk about the fucking ethers. I want to talk about spirituality. I want to talk about fucking mermaids and sirens. You know what I mean? So, but I was grateful enough to find people who like, they kind of, you know, we were the oddballs out, you know what I mean? But it's, you know, it was nice to have a daughter there. Of course. That was a great question. Thank you for asking. Because, like, I feel like I battle with social anxiety. Like, I will go into places and I have a habit of, like, being around a lot of people, but being by myself. It's like, I can speak to a crowd, right? I can talk to a crowd of people, but talking to someone one-on-one, I feel so seen that it makes me feel uncomfortable. So that's something I'm still working through right now, too. Thank you for that, Anthony. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get back into the downloads, you guys. But thank you guys for the feedback in the comments. And I'm seeing 3-3. Those are my lucky numbers. So but let me see. I got Yearning Death, and that sounds really dark, right? That's what we just got back into. I'm sorry. So the previous one was I really thought it was you. So like I said, it sounded like somebody thought that this person was their person, but it wasn't. But then I also got it like somebody blaming someone for something and it wasn't them. But then I got Yearning Death. But a follow up is a Recharge, Escape the Boulevard. So that had a lot to do with fast living. Okay, so I hope that didn't get too dark or whatever, but that had a lot to do with living fast. And I feel like Yearning Death, that is the party scene that we step in. That's how we keep numbing ourselves with alcohol, with fucking whatever your substance is, pick your poison. You know what I mean? I lived in Las Vegas in my 20s. I partied. God damn it. I utilized that city for you know, I'm no saint. But I feel like it's like that live fast, die young shit, you know? Like it's like we're I feel like in a sense I feel like we numb ourselves, but this shit is painful. It's hard to be here. It's hard to be here sometimes. You know, it's hard to like sit through pain. I during my fast in December, it was my mother's birthday, and I wasn't drinking and doing any other substances either, you know. And I realized like the pain that I felt at some point that day made me realize why I numbed. Because I numbed with different substances at different points of my life, you know what I mean? And as y'all get to know me, I wouldn't mind even like expressing that. But I felt like all this pain in my torso and my solar plexus. It was just like I was like kneeled over my fucking my kitchen counter, just in pain. But I'm grieving. You know what I mean? It's my mom's birthday. She not here. You know, so you know, it's a lot of this is forgiving yourself and understanding. You know, it's like there are systems put in place. There are circumstances that have put us in these cycles. You know what I mean? And it's okay. Don't judge yourself. You know what I mean? Do not judge yourself for trying to numb some pain in your body or trying to escape in some type of way when it's hard to be here, you know? I don't know who that was for, but you know, I'm worked through it. You know, that's what healing is for. You know, I'm just happy that I found healing, because that's what, you know, I'm realizing that a lot of the pain that I went through, because I'm stronger than most, it helps me get other people through their pain. And now I do like case management, and I help people who are in crisis and who have experienced trauma, very severe trauma. You know what I mean? Because I've experienced a lot of that shit, and I came out on top, and I'm still super goofy and loving. So, you know. You don't have to take that pain and hurt people. You don't have to take that pain and hurt yourself. You can take that pain and make it build you. You know what I mean? So, Ashe. But I got to, so I was saying a recharge, escape from the boulevard. Like somebody needing to escape from the boulevard. Somebody needs to escape from the matrix. Somebody needs to escape from the fast life that they're living. And I just heard a response is like, I just want it all. Like, so whoever this appeals to is just like, you're just that type of person. You're a go-getter. Maybe you want bigger than what your circumstances have given you. You know what I mean? And maybe you do watch. You're probably too in tune on social media. You know, sometimes it is cool to turn that shit off so you can stop comparing your life and stop feeling like what you have isn't enough, because you have it all. You know. So whoever thinks like I just want it all, understand that you already have it all, babe. You already have it all. I got Animal Bay and Half Moon Bay. I know Half Moon Bay is a city in the Bay Area, up where I'm at, so that could be significant to somebody. Animal Bay, y'all let me know if that's actual place. I got Since 15. I don't know, you guys. I was like, y'all, this is starting to get random. Let's wrap this shit up. But something, I guess, on the topic of something that's constraining you. Something could have happened to you when you were 15. That really like changed your life, changed like how you see the world, how you see relationships, how you view things, and whatever it is. I'm sorry that happened to you. And I got Through the Wire by Kanye, and all I could say is just like that song. That was like one of his first hits, but he was talking about overcoming a severe injury. Like he almost died. You know what I mean? And it's like, how I get it is just like, that's like Phoenix energy. It's like sometimes you have to die to be reborn, you know? But you got to be a fighter in that. And I'm saying 3-3 again. You got to be a fighter. You got to fight. When it feels like you're dying, it's just like that. Somebody, whoever yearning for death, whoever's on a fast track to, you know what I mean? You gotta fight. You gotta keep fighting. That's my only secret. You gotta keep fucking fighting. I gotta eat. Like, my ego, they always talk about the ego, but the ego is necessary. Without my ego, I thrive out of spite. I'm a Capricorn. Aquarius, Venus, you know what I mean? I thrive out of spite. Stop. Find somebody else to play with, okay? So, you know, I don't know who that was for, but, you know, just keep fighting. And then I got, lastly, reach for your dreams, dear one. And that sounded like an oracle, like how it came in, like how it sounded. It was like kind of like an accent to it. But definitely reach for your dreams. Reach for your dreams and never stop reaching. Never stop reaching, because nothing is out of reach. God damn it, you just gotta ascend. You gotta ascend beyond your negative beliefs, your limiting beliefs. Once you ascend, you can reach the stars. You know, it's very possible, you know. But that was the downloads. We're gonna get into this reading. Like I said, this is just a plain oracle. It's not it is not a tarot, like a regular tarot. And it's not even really my favorite, so I'm just going by what Spirit asked me. But ooh, what I said, keep fighting, right? I said keep fighting, right? Then I said keep fighting. Warrior Spirit. Okay, Spirit. Okay, Spirit. What does it say? Relentless commitment to challenges approaches life as a personal battle, here to master your forceful nature. So exactly, and we're over here talking about getting over like what's constraining us, like what's holding us back, so that we can reach that level of freedom. You know what I mean? Reach that level of happiness, acquire that and obtain that heaven on earth, because we don't have to pass over to get heaven. Heaven is here. Heaven is now. You know what I mean? We don't have to dwell in hell. You don't have to dwell in hell. And that's on period. Grounding. I'm going to start this off, grounding. And of course, that just says it in its own. Sometimes you need to ground yourself in your own energy, you know? I know for myself, yesterday I had to like take a break from talking to people. I wasn't on social media. I came and did my content and I commune with y'all, but you know, that was me talking to Spirit first. I was like, before I talk to anybody, even before I talk to my babe, like, I need to talk to God. You know what I mean? Like, I seemed like I was MIA yesterday, but it's just like sometimes you need to ground yourself in your own energy. And I've been feeling like so low, and I felt a lot better waking up this morning after doing that. You know what I mean? So if you have been feeling these like ascension symptoms, if you've been feeling any type of nervousness, if you've been feeling like stressed out or any type of doubt, you know what I mean? Ground yourself in your own energy. Take a day off, you know, fast. Do something. Go sit in nature. Go get you some fresh fucking air. Get the fuck out of the house. Period. Hey. Let me see. What's up, Spirit? Detach. Exactly what I was saying. Sometimes you need to detach. Like social media. And I just saw this lawsuit today. We're talking about social media. How it's like, how if you're 20, I think if you're like 26 and under or something like that, you can file a lawsuit. And it's like, or you can be a part of the lawsuit. And it's talking about how like social media has like affected people's, like, it's giving people like body dysmorphia. It's giving people anxiety, severe depression and anxiety. It's like, it's that comparison shit, that algorithm. I don't know. There's a lot of, social media can do a lot to your self-esteem, you know? So if you're finding like you're not yourself lately, or, you know, get with yourself. Sometimes you do need to detach from things, detach from the substances, detach from the party, detach from the people and the internet, you know? What else, Spirit? Yeah. What else, Spirit? Walk away. I don't know. That's so funny. And bravery at the bottom of the deck. So this could have a lot to do with a relationship. This could have a lot to do with a job, like whatever it is may be. And I was talking about this a lot in my reading yesterday. So, you know, it's very relevant in the collective right now. But just having the courage to walk away from what's not suiting you. You know this is an energy vampire. You know this building. You know every time you walk into this fucking place, you are depressed. Fuck that check. You can get one anywhere. You can get money from anywhere. You can get money before you can make friends. Okay? You can get money before you can get dick. You can get money before you can get a peace of mind. You know what I mean? Like, but don't we want a peace of mind? Isn't that the objective? Ain't that what we're here for? We're not here to just be working and, you know, this person don't make you happy. You know this person ain't the end all be all. You know this person don't want the same things that you want. So what are you doing? What else, Spirit? And of course, if any of this is resonating, like the video, subscribe to Dreezy and T Working. Find more of me. Stuck in lack and gratitude. So, and I feel like that just says a lot. It's just like, when I was just saying, like, whoever said, I just want it all, like, being in that energy that you have it all. Like, you stuck in lack, like, I need this. That's what I'm saying. That social media shit, how you feeling like you poor as fuck. Even if you are, man. Even if you are compared to these millionaires, influencers, bro, like, you have it all. Like, you got, what Mr. Fab said, when you got air, you got opportunity. We all got the same 24. Like, sometimes I feel like I need more, but then I'm in a townhouse, like, that, even if I'm in a hood, but you know what I mean? I have a beautifully furnished home. I have a healthy child. You know what I mean? I have talent, skills, and abilities that will make me millions one day. You know what I mean? It's a process, though, you know? In my head, I'm already there. You know? Like, you are able. You ate today. You got up today. You have the strength to show up for yourself today. You know what I mean? Like, you have more than most. You have more than most. And I feel like just waking up with that gratitude, thanking God. I thank God before I open my eyes. I thank God before I open my eyes now, yo. Like, I'm here. I'm breathing, you know? My first sip of water. Thank you, God, for this water that nourishes and purifies my body. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much to be grateful for. And I feel like that also just trying to keep up with the Joneses and watching other people is always going to keep you in lack. You know what I mean? And just understand what J. Cole said, love yours, you know? And I suggest anybody that's never heard that song before, like, for real, it is a beautiful song. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. Excuse my voice, y'all. But for real. Getting grounding again, forgiveness and patience. And the stuck in lack is just like somebody's, I'm getting like the self-blame. You like blaming yourself for not being where you feel like you should be at the moment or some shit like that. It's just like, you need to ground yourself in your own energy and really think about everything. Count your chickens, count your ducks, whatever the fuck the saying is. Look around your spot. Even if you don't have a spot, even if you sleeping on the couch, even if you're sleeping in the car, yo, you not under a tree. You know what I mean? Like, even if you in a tent, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't under a rock. You know, you alive. I just feel like just grounding yourself in your own energy, not being around people. Maybe, like, some people, I'm getting the energy of somebody being around flashy-ass people, being around people that supposedly your friends, that call themselves your friends, but they're always bragging. Confirmation. These motherfuckers always trying to one-up you. Maybe you are in a down season right now, and the people that you're around aren't supporting you. I've been there. My down season, it was motherfuckers that just sat around me just to watch it and enjoy it and put me down. And these were motherfuckers that have lived with me. You know what I mean? Sit in your own energy. Like, understand what you do have and appreciate it and thank God, you know? I was just telling a friend this because, like, she got pulled over. She was faded and she didn't get a DUI or nothing like that. And she was talking about how she prayed. And I was like, okay, after this, make sure you pray regardless. Don't just pray. Don't just pray when things go wrong. Pray when things go right. Pray just because. You know what I mean? Have that connection with your higher ups. You know what I mean? Have that gratitude, because that's keeping somebody in lack. Like, somebody's keeping themselves in lack by, it's a mindset thing. You're not being grateful for what you already do have, for real. And it's kind of like, I'm feeling like I'm trying to hold back from saying it, but it is kind of disrespectful, especially to your spirit team who's been like carrying you this whole time. You know, even when you feel like you're alone, you're not. Have a friend in God, have a friend in yourself. You know, if you are your best friend, then nobody can disappoint you. You know, if you have a great connection with Source, then nobody can disappoint you and you're never alone. You know, Thank you, Bassett. And I got consider the options. Consider the options. Well, reassess. Reassess. These are sinking a lot right now. Consider the options. What is it saying? You've narrowed your focus to one desired outcome, and you might be missing a bigger opportunity. Open up and let the universe send you the highest possible result. I'm getting an example of somebody thinking that their only option right now is to hustle. If somebody's going through a financial struggle or something like that, you think you gotta rob, steal, or kill to get out of it, and you don't. You don't gotta finesse nobody. You don't gotta hurt nobody. You don't gotta hurt yourself. You know. Also consider the options is like when it comes down to like when you are depressed, when you are feeling this anxiety, and you want to escape, you don't have to do it with the substance. Alcohol isn't the only thing that soothes you. Weed isn't the only thing that soothes your mind. There are other things that you can be doing. For real, for real. And I need to hear that shit too. So, like I said, I'm trying to lead all these bitches to the promised land, myself included, you know? It's a process. It's not easy. I know for myself, addiction has been in my family for generations, you know? So having to tackle it, and me and my siblings realizing it's not even just a drug thing. I'll OD on a nigga. I swear to God, I would become obsessed with a love. Like, oh my God, you know? Like, it's just this obsessive energy. It could be a fucking new sandwich that I just got, and it's fire. So I want to eat that shit every day, you know? And then when I get tired of it, I'm over it, and I don't want it no more, you know? But it's just like, addiction manifests in different ways. And it's just like, how can I tackle this? But also giving myself grace. Like, you know, this shit it's not necessarily passed down, but all this trauma has been too. And like I said, when I was fasting and I was sober, I literally felt the pain that I used to numb. I get it, Dre. I had to forgive that part of myself that I used to judge, that dark side of myself when I went down that spiral. Like, I get it. That shit hurt. And that's when I was in the thick of it. This is years after. This is the aftermath. You know what I mean? And I'm still feeling this pain. Pain doesn't heal all wounds. It doesn't, unfortunately. And there are other options. There are other ways that we can combat this. There are other ways that we can escape and go do something more pleasant. Okay? So I'm gonna leave that at that. You know what I mean? I don't want anybody like judging themselves, you know? We've come a long fucking way. Understand you've come a long fucking way. For real, for real. You've come a long fucking way, and there's still some ways to go. But it don't have to be hard the rest of the way. It don't have to be dark the rest of the way. It don't have to hurt the rest of the way. Obligation and solitude. Spirit is pretty much, this is a very, I'm going to get off soon. Because when I see these messages, just kind of like, it's too much of a synchronicity. You know what I mean? And I feel like I said what I can say. But obligation and solitude is just like, you've spread yourself thin. Whoever this message is for, you spread yourself thin. You've made your life about everybody. Are you a mom? Are you a dad? Are you a coach? Are you a teacher? Like, are you just like the best of the best friends? I've been there. The best of the best friends. I ain't even had no kids. Why? All my bitches was my sons. I love my bitches though, you know? But for real, somebody spreading themselves too thin, and like your only obligation right now, the reason why you are so fucking tired and drained, the reason why you're so depressed, the reason why you can't think clearly is because you need to sit with your own energy. And I'm gonna keep telling y'all, I can identify with this because I just had to do it yesterday. I had to literally cut everything off, even if it's for a day, you know? And today was, you know, I still didn't reach out as much. I still haven't been on socials too much because I still need to. This weekend, my son going with his dad. He better. And I don't need to drink. I will probably smoke. But I just need to get with my own energy, clean my spot, clear my energy, get all these gnats off of my fucking auric field, you know? Some of you need to do that too. Like, some of you have this light, some of you have this spirit, this aura that people just attract to. You attract bees, you attract moths, you attract flies, nigga, fruit flies, gnats. Get my baby out them gnats. But and confirmation, it's time to go into solitude. Like, it's really hard, and I was there at some point, how hard it was to sit with my own thoughts, to dwell in my own pain. I give myself 3 days to dwell in hell. By the end of day 3, we got a solution for day 4, and I'm not in that energy no more, you know? Give yourself time to flush through it, purge the energy, but do it, you know? And do it by yourself. Yeah. Simsosis. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but definitely it's like I remember I was at a point in my life where I felt like I was okay. As long as everybody else was okay, I was okay. And it was just, I remember being with my friend group and everybody's sad. So that made me sad because I wanted to just make sure that everybody was happy. But fuck that. No, if I'm okay, then let me be okay. And me being okay will probably help you feel okay. You know what I mean? Like, we can't allow our lives to be about everybody else. Even if you're a parent, fuck them kids. Confirmation, fuck them kids. Okay, the train was like, yes, fuck them kids. And I'm like, no, but for real. And another thing I kind of want to like lead off, but I think I want to do a whole different like set about this, but just on the topic of giving your heart to somebody. And I just realized like, I'm not giving my heart to nobody again, you know? And I mean that in the most respectful, loving way possible. I will share my love. I will spread my love. But giving you my heart, this precious God gave this to me. God gave this to me. And people don't deserve to have it. If you are a good person to me, you deserve to experience it. I will allow you to experience my heart, but I will never give another person my heart. It's still in surgery right now. You know what I mean? That's this healing process. Like, that's the healing I've had to do to reclaim my heart, to take my energy back, you know? And I love me so much now that I won't give something so precious up. That's giving up a fucking diamond. You giving up a black diamond. That's your heart. You got a pink diamond, a rare jewel. You gonna give it to somebody else? You love them that much? But just imagine if you loved yourself more, you know? Hell no, you gonna be stingy with that shit. Like, you wanna take what from me? Not my pearls, you know? So that's just some analogy that I just thought of. It was a download, but also just like, you know, me thinking about the road that I have taken to heal. And there's still a long way to go. You know what I mean? It's still a long way to go. Hey, Carlos. What if you meet that person? That's what I'm saying. You can let them experience your love. Let them experience your love. But just giving them your heart, how you gonna breathe? How you gonna live? If they got your heart, how you gonna stand up? No, no, but for real though, you know, it's like that's relinquishing too much. That's relinquishing too much energy to someone, you know, when you hold all that power within yourself. I feel that. I've been as patient as they come, you know. I get patient. I have to be patient because I get too eager when I'm in a connection. That's what I said. Like, that's my addictive personality. I be wanting to get married yesterday. Why are we wasting time? Fuck the small talk. Let's go. You know. But I'm gonna get one more message for y'all though, because it's about that time I gotta go hit up this daycare and pick up my monster. Let's see. Pay attention. Ooh, pay attention and protect. Exactly. Just on the topic of what we're talking about. It's just like, you can't just give your heart to anybody. You just can't give all that precious energy to just anybody. Like, we have to use better discernment when it comes down to these connections. You know what I mean? And that's how we protect ourselves. Let people experience you. Let people experience the love that you have to give. But don't ever lose yourself to it no more. You know? Protect yourself. We got to protect our hearts. Because the scariest thing about dealing with people is just like, you never know until they show you, man. You never know. Like, and I just remember when I was in a relationship and it was like, ignorance was bliss. Like, for years, everything was perfect. No arguments or anything. But then, like, we broke up, separated for some years, came back, and then everything was revealed. Like, everything in the light came to the dark. And it was like, this motherfucker was living a double life on me. Like, I was happy as fuck when that motherfucker was lying to me, though. For real, like, you know, I didn't have any issues. It was but then just like the aftermath of it, like, this relationship ended like 9 years ago, and I'm still scared to get in connections because of that betrayal, that pain, you know? We got to use our discernment. And another thing I'm going to leave y'all with, I got this from Queen Cup. She is like one of the readers that actually influenced me to become a reader. Helped me a lot with my ascension journey, with my life to growing as a person and healing. But wait, see, I was giving her too much of an introduction. I forgot what the fuck I was about to say. Oh, our trust issues. Where she was saying how, like, when you're, like, really our trust issues are, like, it's a personal problem. So it's not that you don't trust people. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust your own discernment because you've trusted the wrong people. So you've grown to have these trust issues, and it's like, this person is just meeting you. You don't know, I have to keep convincing myself that certain people that come in my life aren't past people. That this isn't that. Daily, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's a mindset thing, It's a mindset thing. It's a mind fuck. But you just gotta reassure yourself that, like, as you grow, you start attracting people that are of that vibration. So it's gonna be different because you're different now. That love is gonna be better because you love better. The more you start loving on yourself, the harder you start loving on yourself, you're gonna start attracting people that love on you like that. So that's why you can trust it, because you've been loving you like that. You ain't gonna attract hella people that's playing with you because you don't play with yourself. Or maybe you do. Don't play. We do behind closed doors what we do. God damn it, not playing. But I'm just saying. But, it's just like the more serious you take yourself, the more serious people take you. It's just like that's so within, so without shit. Like it's real. It's literally the laws of the universe. It's law. It's law. But okay. Me too. No. I did security. Top flight security of the world, Craig. I was probably like one of the smallest people on the team, but I'll roundhouse somebody's ass. I'll bet you that much. I'm playing. But you guys, I do have to wrap up. Like I said, I gotta go hit up this daycare and go pick up my babe. Thank you guys so much. If you made it to the end, you already know we cousins now. So hit that subscribe button. Like the video. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you everybody in the chat. Those are very dope ass responses and questions, and yeah, you guys just made my week. Thank you so much. I'll be on tomorrow. I should be on tomorrow, hopefully. Not gonna make any promises. I might come on this evening because I do want to do an in-depth read. I want to use like multiple decks for real, and just like get into some shit. But until next time, my loves, it's your girl, Drees the Black Barbie, Barbie Drees. I am your fairy god sister, the talented intuitive, the hostess of spirituality, leading all you little bitches to the promised land, myself included. I don't know how to invite people yet. I don't know. I think you can put on your notifications. But then that means I would have to, I think if you hit the notification button, it'll let you know when I'm live. So, I'm just getting used to this YouTube shit, y'all. I'm only a few months in, so bear with me. Almost at my 200 mark, though, you guys. Shout out to my almost 200 subscribers. Boo, 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 boo. On the road to 1K. The road to 1K, the road to 10K. You feel me? Shout out to the family, though. I love y'all. I'm going to get up out of here. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.